Kirchhoff's law. A simple network can be solved by using simple Ohm's law. That means I is equal to V upon R. So from this equation or by using Ohm's law we can find out the current passing through the elements, each and every elements which are connected in the network. But it is very difficult when more number of active and passive elements are present in the network. So now to eliminate or to remove these problems by using Kirchhoff's law. So there are two types of Kirchhoff's law. First is Kirchhoff's current law and another is Kirchhoff's voltage law. So generally it is familiar with KCL and KVL. Now first let me see what is Kirchhoff's current law. Now in Kirchhoff's current law, the algebraic sum of electric current at any node or junction in any network is 0. We can also define in another way the total current entering to the node or junction is equal to the total current leaving from the junction or the node. So here we can write sigma I is equal to 0. Now, so there are two possibilities. The currents may be entering to the network or the currents leaving from the junction or node. So here when the currents flows towards the node, it is taken as a positive, and the currents away from or the currents leaving from the node is taken as a negative. So here you can see the networks. Current I1 and I2, I3, I4 and I5. These are the currents in particular networks, and they are meet at particular node. So here you can see that the current I1, I2 and I3 are entering to the networks. That's why it is taken as a positive. While current I4 and I5 are leaving from this node, that's why it is taken as a negative. So already I told you, according to KCL, the algebraic sum of electric currents at the node or junction in networks is 0. So we can write I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus minus I4 plus minus I5 is equal to 0. So here this equation indicates the algebraic sum. Remember, there is a difference, summation and algebraic summation. So we can write this equation I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to I4 plus I5. So from this equation we can say that the addition of currents flows towards the node or junction is equal to addition of currents entering or away from the node or the junction. Now this rule is naturally because the charge entered in any elements at any time and the charge leaving from these elements is must be same, because the elements cannot destroy the charge or generate the charge. So it is most important. Now KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now the algebraic sum of voltage in any closed path, voltage in any closed path or loop in networks is 0. So we can write sigma V is equal to 0. Now this voltage may be voltage drop or voltage rise. A rise in voltage should be given a positive sign, and the fall in voltage should be given as a negative sign. So here we can take elements, resistive element, because already I told you each and every network consists of active element and passive element. So for passive element we are using only resistance in DC circuit. So I am taking one resistance. So A terminal is positive with respect to B terminal. We are taking same resistance. A terminal is positive and B terminal is negative. But there is a one difference. The currents flowing through this element or resistive elements it depends on the potential difference. That means current flow from A to B, as well as current also flow from B to E, and it depends on the potential difference. So if the potential available at this point A is greater than potential available at point B, that time currents flow from A to B terminal. That means positive to negative. So that time we are taking, or we are considering, there is a voltage drop. That means when current flow from positive to negative or higher to lower, that time we can say that voltage drop across this resistance, and we are taking minus sign. We are taking, because already I told you fall in voltage is represented by minus sign V. But if the current flow from B to A, that means it is totally reverse in compared to this case. So that time that means when the current flow from lower potential to higher potential, there is a rise in voltage, and rise in voltage is represented by positive sign. So here we can write positive V. So it is most important to solve the networks by using KVL and KCL. Now already I told you the networks having active element also. So let me see what will happen. So now here we are taking one battery. A terminal is positive and B terminal is negative. So in same, already we have seen the currents may be flow from higher potential to lower potential, or lower potential to higher potential. So now when the current flow from positive terminal to negative terminal of battery, there is a voltage drop, and it is taken as a minus value. Similarly, when current flow from negative terminal to positive terminal in the battery, there is a rise in voltage, and it is taken as a positive value. That means positive A. So from that we can say that in any closed network or any closed loop in network, summation of voltage drop is equal to summation of voltage rise. Now let me take one networks. So now here one networks A, B, C, D. It consists of resistance R1, R2, R3, R4, and active source E1 and E2 are used as a voltage source. Now the I1 is the current passing through this resistance R1, I2 is the current passing through this resistance R2, I3 is the current passing through resistance R3, and similarly I4 is the current passing through this R4. So most important thing is we are taking the currents. Suppose we are taking the direction, we can take any direction. Here we are taking currents flows in clockwise direction. You can also take the in reverse direction also, but here we are considering currents flow in the networks in clockwise direction. So here the currents flow from A, B, C, D in the right. Suppose the current flows in A, B, C, D direction. Now E1 is a voltage source in the branch. You can see in the branch AD. Here that is your branch AD. So now when current flow from negative potential to positive potential, so that's why here we are taking negative to positive. So that's why there is a rise in voltage. So we can take E plus E1. Similarly, you can say that the voltage source E2, which is available in branch BC. So now in this, the current flow from higher potential to lower potential, right? Higher potential to lower potential. So here that means positive terminal to negative terminal. That means there is a voltage drop. So here we are taking minus E2. Now in branch, you can see AD branch, current I1 is passing through this resistance R1. Now the direction of this current whatever we are assuming, it is in same direction. It is in same direction. So current passing through this branch I1 and the loop current, it is both are in same direction, right? Both are in the same direction. So here that means there is a voltage drop, and we can write minus I1 R1. Now similarly, in AB branch, current I2 is flowing through this resistance R2. So you can also say that the direction of current I2 and the loop current direction both are in same direction. So that means there is a voltage drop. So here we can write minus I2 R2. Now in branch BC, the current flowing I3 current flowing through this resistance R3, but you can see the direction of current I3 and the loop currents both are in opposite direction. Both are in opposite direction. So we can take as a voltage rise. That means I3 R3. Now similarly, in branch CD, currents I4 flows through this resistance R4, and the direction of this current I4 and the loop current both are in opposite direction. So here, whatever voltage across this resistance, it is taken as a rise in voltage. That means I4 into R4. So according to KVL, we can write E1 plus minus I2 plus minus I1 R1 plus minus I2 R2 plus I3 R3 plus I4 R4 is equal to 0. So we can write E1 minus E2 is equal to I1 R1 plus I2 R2 minus I3 R3 minus I4 R4.